start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert. He's got it, 1st down and 4. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Toss sweep to the left. Slithers into space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The play fake on 1st down to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunt. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. He'll take it himself. Oh, better look out! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Off the play fake. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Jacobs. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through. And then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Hey guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
A really nice job on their final drive. First half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davidson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Makes the grab for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been...
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime... this game was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Klubnik. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Clemson jumps to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force four.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Under fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Sellers. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 21, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his target down the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. The Gamecocks will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense recovers its own fumble, and a strange way to put a cherry on top of the win. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky. And they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.